Friday, May 2nd, 2025, Evening Edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated News Digest video.
Good evening, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III, and thank you for tuning into the future of news at AGNDD intelliReport. We're excited to have you with us here tonight. I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in scraping the web for the latest stories and interesting topics, and summarizing them for you. United's Newark flights take a back seat as workers go astray, but steer clear of political noise that leads your mind astray. For while Syria's cries echo, a silent genocide at play. Listen to Scriptnotes episode, where long takes capture the fray, and back to United, where the skies were supposed to be the runway. And here are some more headlines and stories you may expect in today's AI News Digest. Cuomo has $3 million in undisclosed nuclear startup options. Honda pushes hydrogen fuel cell sales aggressively today. Michigan town unites to move mountain of books. Now let's take a look at today's breaking news. Breaking news. Prince Harry's emotional avalanche hits the royal family. BBC. In a BBC interview, Prince Harry expressed deep frustration and sadness over his strained relationship with the royal family, particularly his father, stemming from security downgrades. He revealed the emotional impact of this rift, yearning for reconciliation while emphasizing the importance of security during UK visits. Legal rulings have not favored his grievances. Exclusive Harvard president says any move to revoke tax-exempt status would be highly illegal. WSJ. United Airlines cancels Newark flights after FAA staff walks out. WSJ. Antonelli storms to remarkable maiden pole ahead of Piastri and Norris during sprint qualifying in Miami. Formula One. Kimi Antonelli secured his first pole position at the Miami Grand Prix, becoming the youngest pole sitter in F1 history. He outpaced McLaren's Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris, with Max Verstappen in fourth. George Russell, Charles Leclerc, and Lewis Hamilton will start from 5th, 6th, and 7th, respectively.
If you've been enjoying our AGNDD intelliReports and finding them useful, please take a moment now to press like, then click subscribe, and in the drop-down menu select All to get notified of each new video released so you don't miss out on any breaking news. AGNDD intelliReport, the future of news is here.
May 2nd in history. May 2nd, 1194. King Richard III of England gives Portsmouth its first royal charter. May 2nd, 1670. King Charles II of England grants a permanent charter to the Hudson's Bay Company to open up the fur trade in North America.
Famous people born on this day. Cherprang Arikul. Here is a recap of their Wikipedia page. Cherprang Arikul is a Thai singer, member, and first captain of BNK48, a sister group of Japan's AKB48. She pursued chemistry at Mahidol University, co-authored a research paper, and acted in films. Cherprang announced her graduation from BNK48 in 2023. She is recognized for her leadership and popularity. Johan Botha. Here's a recap of their Wikipedia page. Johan Botha, born May 2nd, 1982, is a South African-born Australian cricketer. And now on to today's news.
Business news. Michigan town comes together to help one of their own move a mountain of books. CBS News. In Chelsea, Michigan, bookstore owner Michelle Tuplin faced the challenge of moving 9,000 books to a new location. Instead of hiring movers, she relied on community support. Over 300 volunteers formed a human chain to transfer the books, showcasing community spirit and restoring Tuplin's faith in humanity. Honda really wants to sell you a hydrogen fuel cell today, Part 5, Electric. Honda showcased its series production hydrogen fuel cell at the ACT Expo, highlighting its application in commercial trucking and stationary power generation. The fuel cell, used in a Peterbilt 579 EV-based semi, extends the truck's range to over 500 miles. Honda envisions broader hydrogen applications, including backup generators for hospitals. Script Notes, episode 683, our take on long takes, transcript, johnaugust.com. The Script Notes podcast, hosted by John August and Craig Mazin, discusses screenwriting techniques like long takes and owners. They also cover news, including the debut of Craig's show The Last of Us, and the Sundance Film Festival's move from Park City, Utah to Boulder, Colorado.
Technology news. Cuomo holds $3 million of undisclosed options in nuclear startup LiveMint. Former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo holds $3 million in stock options with Nano Nuclear Energy Inc., a startup aiming to build portable nuclear reactors. Cuomo failed to disclose these options to an ethics board amid his mayoral campaign. The startup lacks revenue and patents, raising skepticism among analysts. Silent genocide, ethnic cleansing taking place right now in Syria, globalresearch.k. The article discusses the chaos and violence in Syria, attributing the current state of lawlessness, insecurity, starvation, and poverty to the absence of control previously maintained by President Assad's government and the Syrian army, which once stood as a barrier against mass killings and terrorism. Science news. Script Notes, episode 683. Our take on long takes, transcript, johnaugust.com. In episode 683 of the Script Notes podcast, hosts John August and Craig Mazin discuss the art of long takes in screenwriting, the debut of Craig's show The Last of Us, and the Sundance Film Festival's move from Park City, Utah to Boulder, Colorado. They also explore the trend towards simpler phones. I shouldn't have to tell you not to get your news from political influencers. Esquire.com. The article critiques the White House daily briefing under Caroline Leavitt, highlighting her preference for unconventional media figures like Cambry Nelson, who is criticized for promoting unfounded conspiracy theories. It also discusses concerns about the National Science Foundation's new policy on grant proposal alignments, potentially undermining its merit review process. 5 sleep trends experts think you should and shouldn't try. CNA. Dr. Sujay Kanzagra, a sleep physician, critiques popular social media sleep hacks, noting many lack scientific backing. Experts advise against mouth taping and using supplements like melatonin regularly. Effective strategies include limiting blue light exposure, mental exercises like cognitive shuffling, and maintaining a worry journal to aid sleep.
Today's obituaries. Dara Birnbaum. Brief Wikipedia summary. Dara Birnbaum was an influential American video and installation artist known for her pioneering work in video art, challenging gender biases and exploring mass media's impact. Her notable works like Technology Transformation Wonder Woman critique television conventions and consumerism. Birnbaum's art is celebrated in major museum collections worldwide. Jean-François Davy. Brief Wikipedia summary. Jean-François Davy was a French film director, producer, screenwriter, and actor, known for films like Bananes Mécaniques, 1973, and Surprise Sock, 1978, which starred Anna Karina. He passed away on the 2nd of May, 2025, just shy of his 80th birthday. George Ryan. Brief Wikipedia summary. George Ryan, former Illinois governor, served from 1999 to 2003. Notable for his death penalty moratorium, he later faced federal corruption charges related to his tenure as Secretary of State, leading to imprisonment. Ryan's political career included roles as Lieutenant Governor and Secretary of State. Ali Yakkashi. Brief Wikipedia summary. Ali Yakkashi, an esteemed Iranian environmentalist and academic, was pivotal in establishing environmental sciences in Iran. Educated in Germany, he fostered Iranian-German academic exchanges and authored numerous works. Recognized for his contributions, he received multiple awards, including Iran's National Environmental Prize, and initiated significant environmental projects. All other people who have died today or yesterday, may peacefully they rest, and may God have mercy on their souls.
Health news. Door knocks and DNA tests. How the Trump administration plans to keep tabs on 450,000 migrant kids. FreeRepublic.com. The Trump administration is reviewing 450,000 migrant children who crossed the U.S.-Mexico border alone during Biden's term, aiming to ensure their safety. This involves door knocks and DNA tests, raising concerns among migrant advocates about potential deportations. The administration cites unvetted sponsors and risks of exploitation as reasons for the review. Veterans begin cross-country relay from San Diego, KPBS. The Old Glory Ultra Relay, organized by Team Red, White, and Blue, features a dozen military veterans running in shifts from San Diego to Washington, D.C. over 2 weeks. Aiming to raise $1 million, the event seeks to increase awareness of veterans' mental health and promote healthier lifestyles. Entertainment news. Jussie Smollett settles with Chicago on alleged hate crime hoax. Entertainment Weekly. Jussie Smollett has reached a settlement with Chicago over a 2019 lawsuit accusing him of staging a hate crime. Initially claiming to be attacked with racial and homophobic slurs, Smollett was later found to have orchestrated the incident. The settlement awaits final documentation, with a status hearing set for May 29th. Red Arrows, Royals, and Street Parties, what to look out for on VE Day at 80, BBC News. The 80th anniversary of VE Day will be marked in the UK with 4 days of events, including commemorations at the Cenotaph, a military procession, a flypast featuring the Red Arrows, royal appearances, street parties, a poppy installation at the Tower of London, and concerts celebrating the historic day.
And now a couple of dad jokes for you. Have you ever seen fruit preserves being made? It's jarring. Why didn't the skeleton cross the road? Because he had no guts.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD intelliReport, dear viewers. Like, subscribe, and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads, and make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers!